This is going to be if you just saw my other video, a long one, I apologize, but there's some things that had to be said in there. This is going to be on the 2022 Ascent Touring, okay? It's fully loaded Mac Daddy, not because that's what I was looking for. It happened to have the features and stuff that I wanted, I thought, and then I was so far into it that we went ahead and just did it anyways. Some of the features about the thing is that I liked is that after I get the trailer hitch, the receiver installed, it'll go behind that cover, and when I don't have the receiver on, it can go right there. Some of the basic things, it's a Subaru, the gas door is always going to be on the passenger side to keep you off of the traffic. Say you break down or run out of gas, you got to put gas in on the side. It's always on the passenger side, keeping you out of traffic if you're on the side of the freeway. It's got the power in and out mirrors. It's got 20-inch rims. It's kind of odd, it didn't come with the cross rails. It does have the roof rack, but no cross rails. It has two separate cameras, and I'm going to show back here. Okay, so this damn thing, I hit it with my thumb. So anyhow, 3-row seats, and obviously it's the Java, thicker, better leather, supposedly. And it's got the 4 captain's chairs that are heated and cooled. It's got three climate zones. It's got cup holders everywhere. Right there on the back of the center console, on that side, is a 110 power outlet, so that you can plug in I'm obviously not a very high wattage 110 item, but it does have an inverter built in so that you can power something off of it right there. Then it's got USB, and it's got the climate control and all that stuff over there for the back seats. And then this one is it's got its own climate control. This row, they both fold down. The cargo holder, their cover, snaps in on that square thing right there and comes all the way to the back. There's a little box back here under here where you can put your receiver or your hitch, so it's not hanging off the back. You take it off, you put the cover back on it, and you open this up and you can drop the hitch there. When you have the seats up, you obviously don't want the cargo cover, right there, so it also fits in a little pocket back there. But there's plenty enough room for me to have my crap back here, and it caused me to have to really shorten up some of my not needless crap that I carry around with me. But what I was saying, let me stop. Right here is a sensor, okay? And if you've got crap piled up so high that this thing senses that you can't see out your rearview mirror, you can use the secondary mirror or camera that's back here. Like I said, there's one right there, and there is a secondary one. I believe it's hidden inside the third light here, but it's back here, okay? And it gives you the effect of a rearview mirror when your view through the vehicle is blocked. 4 captain's chairs, all that stuff. It's the Java leather, all that. Some of the kind of unique things about it that I wanted to kind of go over with this. See if I can turn this on and turn the volume off so I don't get a ding. There are 3 screens here, okay, that you can use with the cameras. Now this one, the infotainment, simply comes on when you put it in the vehicle in reverse, okay? That comes on there. Then you can also turn that one on, and that's a front-facing camera, okay, right there. And that shows you the front, so like when you're pulling in, you don't know how close you are to a parking stop or a pole or whatever, you can turn the camera on and it shows up there. Also, you would think that that would be the camera that you would, or the TV that you would see from the rear. If your vision is blocked by stuff inside the vehicle and you're using the external camera, it's not. You turn that on and there's the other camera in the mirror, rearview mirror. So that's some pretty trick stuff. Again, none of this stuff. I wanted the brown leather. None of the stuff that's in it, in a turbo, is particularly anything extra that I wanted. These cameras just kind of freak me out. They're pretty cool. Never had one with an electronic vehicle hold, which is that button right there. You put that on, and when you take your foot off the brake at a stoplight, it'll hold the brake on. And then as soon as you put gas on or put your foot on the brake, it'll release it, or you just put on the gas and you're on your way. So it also has the it's got the entire roof as a sunroof. That's a moonroof, and this one actually opens and closes and all that stuff. It does roll back. The cover does activate and move kind of rapidly, kind of like that. The seats are sick. They are comfortable as heck. Now, in the 2023, you have all the functionality on the passenger side that you do on the driver's side. Now, I was kind of disappointed in that. I really felt that it would have been the thing to do is to put it in there on both sides. This is the control right here. If you hit that right there, they're all blue. That means it's blowing air across your nuggets, and then you can turn it down. If you hit that one, that's heating up your nuggets, and that's the driver's seat. Oh, come on. And then it does the same thing over there for the passenger seat, and then the two captain's chairs. A lot of visibility. The biggest thing about this car that I found kind of cool but then kind of off-putting is it's not as sporty as my Outback, but then again, it's not the same thing. It's a touring. The 20-inch wheels, my first thing is always like, oh god, the factory wheels, it suck so bad. They're not too bad. And I've always been a big murder it out, black rims. But with the Chrome Ascents and everything on the vehicle, I think I'm going to leave them chrome, and if I get another set of rims at some point, I'm sorry about that. I'm obviously going to put the chrome rims on it, and probably, again, go with the Pirellis. Couple of, it's got some odd colors going on here. You've got like a gray and a darker gray, and then a brown and a Java brown, and then a tan leather. It's got some crazy stuff. It's got a baby setter here, for put the old Ray-Bans in there so that you can see your kids back there pinching and poking each other and putting boogers on the seat. That's all that. All your controls that were here on the steering wheel to turn off the lane control and the collision avoidance and all that stuff have been moved up here. Okay, and then you've got your cruise control and all that stuff, and following distance and all that here. I'm not real sure what this one does, but I'm sure I'll find out. When you've got the automatic vehicle hold, it's a AVH. It'll be a little green dot over there. I'm wondering if this one's going to be as big a dick as my Outback was, and I say that because when you at night with the auto headlights, high beams on, it would get the car like just out of the vision of the cameras or whatever, an oncoming car, and it would revert to high beams, and it would like flood both sides of the street. So you would think that it would not come in until the car passing you, like in a single, double lane road, would let the vehicle get all the way past you before it reverted back to high beams. Oh no, it would kick the high beams on, and the side lighting of the road and everything would hit the oncoming drivers. I mean, this car was kind of a penis. All kinds of adjustments, things that you can change on this. That's, you program your garage remote and all that stuff into it. That's this buttons up here. You can change the compass and all that stuff. That right there, you can change what it displays, all kinds of vehicle information that you can have on that display. There's another display right here in the center of the steering wheel, and that, you know, you can see how far your settings are for following somebody. You can put your air pressure on there so that you know what your tire pressure is. That's one of the things about the TPM, tire pressure maintenance or monitor or whatever, is it's nice to know if you're going to get a flat before you get in a flat and you're going 100 miles an hour down the street. So the car rides very nice. Okay, it's quiet inside. It handles very well. Firm steering. You have good feel of the road, but you're not feeling every bump. I used to have a Beamer that you'd run over a penny on the freeway and it'd knock your molars out. And a Land Rover. I swear to goodness, if you hit one of the lane divider reflectors, it would just about knock your molars loose. The Land Rover, and especially if you're in the back seat, because it's like the rear axle's right under the back seat, and it's like it was trying to drive the seat cushions up to your rectum. So I never liked the Disco 2. Never liked it from the day we bought it, but hey, it's what the ex-wife wanted, so, you know, God love her. So again, I was gonna pop in here and let you see the back seats of the thing. Standard setup. Lots of leg room. Got the full carpeting kit and all that stuff in there. Got my crap laying all over the place. Yeah, it's got everything just about that you'd want. A little courtesy light down there, and all the adjustments. And this is the 110, 120 volt receptacle there that I was talking about. And that's kind of trick. You know, not everybody has it. And there's cup holders. The cup holders have cup holders. Okay, kind of a unique kind of a deal. All the headrests back there go up, so it gets. And here's the other thing: it's a lot bigger vehicle, but it gets about the same gas mileage as the regular Outback turbo, and it for sure isn't as bad as I would consider. I think it's like 22 and 26, something like that. But big glass on it, the visor, all that stuff. Big glass means good visibility. It's tinted enough that you can't just see you inside picking your nose or whatever it is that you're doing at the moment that you don't want people seeing. You know, darker on the back, a little bit lighter in the front, so that you can see out of it backing up and stuff like that. And like I said, 20-inch rims, and it's kind of weird. The one side is just the chrome, and this side is a painted kind of a sparkle, and you can see the reflection and stuff like that in it. Took it through and got it washed and got some of the spots off of it, and the other thing is like this is kind of nickel plated or nickel brushed aluminum, whatever. I believe it's got the auto rain sensing headlights, and so all in all, day one of having the vehicle in my name, I dig it. Okay, it's a little bit more spendy than I really wanted, but I definitely didn't want to. Now, let me go back here. What triggered this whole thing of events was my Outback worn out? No, it had 56,280 miles on it. 5 years old. So it obviously wasn't run to death. I was not excited about the cheap leather that they used. I was not excited about the window sensors that would cause it to stop or not go. The windows would go up and then come right back down. Go up, go back down, and you'd have to release the window and push it to go down and then pull it to go back up. And about 10 or 15 times, and there was not like it got, when it was raining, it did it. It wasn't when it was hot, it did it. It's just like it just randomly did it. And the passenger one did it, just started after the 36,000 mile warranty. had done it, and they had worked on it and supposedly replaced the sensor strips, and I think they just, you know, just straight wired it and got rid of the sensor strips completely, so it was just an up and down. And the day I made the decision, and I had a $900 service due. Now, I could have taken it anywhere, it was out of warranty, and gotten a lot better deal on the stuff, but if anything happened to the transmission or the braking system or any of that stuff, I wanted it completely covered. All the work was done by Subaru, so it was their baby if something blew up. And I just decided and the headlights were kind of getting smoked over. You know, when they get old and they get that wind and kind of get grainy and all that stuff. Didn't care for that at all. But it sets outside year round, day in, day out. It's just in brutal heat, and you know, I went back and forth to Michigan with it, and you know, it had some running done to it, and I was concerned that now I was going to be upside down spending more money and getting the stuff fixed, plus a car payment, the last couple of car payments on it, and I just wasn't about it. So I decided to trade it in and went up kind of outside my comfort zone. It's a lot more than I wanted to spend for a vehicle, but I wanted what I wanted, so you know, you pay to play. So would I buy this vehicle? Do I recommend this vehicle? So far, absolutely. The car is nice looking, it's well laid out, it's comfortable, it's got all kinds of creature comforts. It's a nice vehicle, and except for just a little kind of crappy with the dealer this last time, I've never had a single problem with Subaru products. So this is my review on the 2022 Subaru Ascent Touring model. And I hope you liked the video. Give me a thumbs up, and there's more to come. Bye.